Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching this video in which I will answer a really good question I've got about JPQL. The question sounds like this: how writing queries in JPQL affects performance of the queries and what can we do to increase it? Well, actually this is a really difficult question that you are asking, and I won't even be able to really answer your question in such a short video. This is something that has to be proven in a long course, and I plan my JPA stream right on this channel. It will come soon out there, and it will be with live lessons as well. The JPQL is actually transformed into the native SQL by the implementation of JPA that you are using, for example Hibernate, and it really depends on the implementation itself. When this thing here is transformed, you can do some tricks, and you can change some properties, and you can do some configurations, add some indexes to increase performance, especially for the queries that are longer and much more complex, of course, not necessarily like this one. And you have to understand for that in details also how your implementation is transforming the JPQL in the native query. And sometimes for that you actually need to log the queries and to see them better, like in the native form in which they are transformed, so that you are even able to put them and obtain an explain plan for them and see how to improve the performance on them. So at some point I've heard that, and in some books and articles and tutorials on the internet I hear very often that if you are using JPA or Hibernate, you shouldn't understand anymore SQL, or you don't need to know that SQL part anymore because you are not using it, which is very false. You actually this is just a high level layer that you are using to implement your persistence to the database, but that doesn't mean that you don't need to understand what these queries are transformed into. Actually, when they are more complex, you even need to be able to understand and to see that, and to improve the performance in some situations where it's not performing the way you are expecting. So I can't, again, it's a very complex question, and it would be a very long answer. What else I could tell you as an advice, until you will find me discussing about this, because it might take some time, and maybe I'm not that an expert in JPA that you would want to be, at least not comparing with others. I want to recommend you Vlad Mihalcea. So in case you have such questions, he is the first guy I would direct you to his articles, blogs and books in order to understand more about JPA, the way Hibernate is working, and of course how to improve performance, your question, on my channel. So this is the first thing I would recommend you to do, and at least as a source of inspiration and as a source of information. I hope at least I've tried to clarify a little bit some things regarding this. The subject is again so complex that it wouldn't just be possible to answer it in a few minutes. I will try to do a lot of things, the most I can, in my streams regarding JPA on the channel. And of course, until then, you can just follow the articles and books related to that on the internet. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you soon.